Hello, hello! Welcome to the show. SykoYoda here with another adventure in Minecraft, and today we are going to be checking out some things here at the spawn island. One of which is the fact that we have an area set aside for shops, and so far we got 3 of us that are building them. This one is Water Bears. He's got free mushroom stew. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Some mycelium, some packed ice, some beetroot, and that's it. I think he had seeds available too, but I'm pretty sure that Rain bought them all. Along with that, we got some mushrooms back here that he's got for sale. I mentioned in the last episode. We also have a new addition to the server. He doesn't play very often, but this one is my son Corbin's thing. He's making a melon shop, it looks like. Also looks like he doesn't currently have any melons to speak of, but he's got extra storage and everything set aside for that, but he's got that going on. And then this beautiful thing with the purpur, that's right, we've been to the end and defeated the dragon. This is my shop here. Very open floor plan like so. And I have a payments chest, which is goes into a not so hidden chest down below to allow things to filter out. And I also have another chest here to put in extra things. And then along with that I have free items. So these are things that I just have too much of anyway, so I figured I'd let other people on the server have dibs on them if they want them. And then we have the ingots side. This is an iron ingot, gold ingot, or 1 emerald per stack. Right now we just have some grass blocks and some pumpkins in there. And then we got the iron blocks, the gold blocks, or the emerald blocks, and that's what we got in here is this stuff. And then we've got the 1 diamond selections per stack. And this I'm actually going to change to 64 because I'm getting them fairly easily at this point. I will explain more on that one in a future update, but I have been working on a farm for these here. We're also going to do the gunpowder, the obsidian, and the slime blocks for a diamond a stack. I also have some books here that I have extra of. I think I'm going to go ahead and place these guys in this as well. We have a protection 4, aquafinity 1, and looting 3. I actually don't think those need to be in the 1 diamond thing. Maybe in here would be a good place for them. So we'll go ahead and put those right there. And we got an ender chest in here so people can grab their stuff and all that good stuff. But I got a pretty good selection of things right now. Nobody's doubled up on anything. We all got our niches. My niche thing right now is definitely slime blocks and maybe gunpowder because I have the only old school mob trap, so gunpowder's fairly hard for everybody else to get a hold of. I also have a good section with podzol in it. I have the cactus farm going, and then because I started that purpur farm, or the whatever the heck they're called, what are they called? Chorus fruit farm. I got that stuff going on. So we'll see if anybody's interested in any of those things, and maybe we'll make some sales from future visits to this area. I also have 2 more spots open. My brother Ostar has not been on here in a long time, but I do have a spot available for him if he wants it. And then we have the 2 girls available as well, and they can pick whatever spots they want. Scree and Rain. I know Rain's got some stuff that she has for sale that the rest of us don't have. Wonder who chopped down all the trees. Maybe Rain? Maybe. And then everything else in here is pretty much as we left it the last time we were in the area, but today I kind of wanted to spend some time working on that. I have the interior fairly completed. There's a couple of things that I would like to do, but I mean it does look finished at this point, so it's not anything that really needs to be done in here. I do still have some stuff over here that could be utilized in some fashion or another, and I might still do that because I have an idea for the top section. Was going to do a creeper spawner thing up there. I got to figure out where to put a ladder in. I might just like, you know, do something like that and do it to it. We'll have to wait and see exactly how everything pans out for that one. But I wanted to work on the exterior a little bit today and get a better visual view. Maybe we'll finish it up, you know, a little bit on camera, a little bit off camera. Work. The main block we're going to need for this endeavor is going to be this, and we might need some of these, so I'll grab them. I do have some new toys. Waterbury has been selling mending books, and so I've put a mending book on my helmet, and I got fire protection on there instead of regular protection because I think that one piece with fire protection is a good one. And the helmet makes sense since it's already got so many other things that are only available on that item: respiration, aqua affinity. So that's my headpiece. And then along with that, I also have a protection 4, depth strider 3, feather falling 4, unbreaking 3, mending boots. So I got those two pieces figured out. I'm working on an axe to replace this one. Oh, not that one. That is my crap axe. Hopefully this is in here. This one right here. So I've been using an axe as my main attack weapon as well. What I'm going to be trying to do, I don't know if it's possible yet, is I'm going to add Silk Touch to it, and then Sharpness 5 with Mending. So I'll have, and I think I have Efficiency 4 already on the next one. So I'll have the axe taken care of. That'll also be my main attack weapon. I also have a... where it is, right here, Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, Mending, or Efficiency 5, Mending, Unbreaking 3 pickaxe, and I haven't really used it much lately, but basically that's, you know, Caving Delight. It should repair itself fairly easily. It is going to cause an inventory situation, but that's alright. I'm still going to hold on to my Silk Touch just as it is. There's no reason to put Mending on it as far as I'm concerned. And then I'm using this one up because I have that other one. I don't need this one anymore. So, hopefully all that stuff works out for us. I'm going to go ahead and start figuring out some layout here for the outside, and I'll come back with you when I got an idea what I want to do here in a little bit better understanding. What the heck is that? That should be half slabs. So if you are coming from the main channel, the Lego channel, you will probably have seen my I'm back thing, and of course I talked a little bit about why I was gone in the last episode of Another Adventure. But one of the things I talked about was my hands and feet being like tingly and asleep and stuff. If you don't know what that's called, it's called neuropathy, and it's unfortunately very, very common for platinum-based chemotherapies, which is what cisplatin was. I mentioned that I was going to get back to Lego once the tingly stuff went away. Well, it's taken a long time. I didn't quite grasp that it was going to be such a long endeavor for that. Come to find out that the peak of that doesn't even start until you reach your threshold with how much of the chemo you've actually had in your body, and then it's 3 to 5 months after that it peaks. And I feel like I'm coming to that right now. Like, I think I'm starting to get better. with all of that stuff. I really hope that's the case anyway. I hope I'm just not fooling myself or anything. That is not a pick. The problem with that is that means that I'm still unable really to do anything with Lego. And the longer I am gone from it, the more I find other things to do to occupy my time. I feel like it's going to be harder to get back to it. I'm kind of like on the fence on that, you know, like what am I going to do? Am I going to go back to it? Am I going to go back to it but in a different format or something like that? Everything's very much on the fence right now, and that's kind of, you know, how life is in general for me. It's after going through all of this stuff, and you don't get a chance to breathe when it's happening. It's like you don't even get a chance to really think about what's going on or what's happening to you. But then you do get a chance, and you don't know where to start. And things have been so common and normal and the same for me for such a long time. I really don't know where to go forward at this point. I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life, honestly. It's very weird. I'm 36 years old. I'm going to be 37 fairly soon, and to have a situation where you feel like you're starting from ground zero in a sense, where you don't really have a direction or anything like that at that age, it's just not normal. You're fully planted usually by the time you're about 30 years old. Some people it takes till they're about 35, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I really want per se. If I want to do the Lego, if I want to do the YouTube thing at all, if I want to do the video games thing. Right now I'm just kind of like, you know, body's still kind of recuperating, my mind's still kind of focused on things that really don't have anything to do with a hobby or career. It's more of a health and personal life and relationships environment upstairs, where everything is kind of focused on that, and so anything else pops up, it's just kind of like, well, I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. I can tell you this. I still love this dang game, man. I tell you what. Currently, as we speak, if everything goes well, we'll be playing another map. What's it called? Sky Factory. Bacon Donuts brainchild there with the derps. First time I've ever played modded Minecraft, and the crazy part about that is I said I would never play modded Minecraft, but after seeing that and after having so much fun playing on Skyblock multiple times, I had to give it a go. Everybody was up for trying it out, and everybody wanted to play it, whether it be on their own or with somebody, so we opted to see about playing it together. None of us having any experience with mods of any kind, really. It's going to be a crazy thing. But I feel like it's a natural extension. I feel like it's something that just tends on happening. Even if you are a person that says, I'm vanilla all the way, at some point in time you played vanilla long enough that you're like, alright, I want to try this out. I want to see what all the hoopla is. I want to see what the hype is. Let's go have some fun on some modded. And we've looked at a couple of different versions of modded through the years and thought that they were pretty cool, but none of them brought us to actually try it until the Sky Factory. And I know this is not the first version of it, but it is the first version that I was aware of, really. Been watching more and more Twitch the last few months as I was sitting or laying on the couch with nothing to do, feeling nauseous or just feeling like not doing anything, and started watching, you know, different streamers here and there, and seeing different things that I haven't seen in the past. It's kind of interesting how that works. I got into the idea of doing YouTube, Minecraft on YouTube, Minecraft, all of that stuff from watching YouTube. And once I started doing YouTube and started creating my own stuff on Minecraft and YouTube channels, I had no interest in really watching YouTube anymore for a long time. I still watched occasionally with different people just because I was fans of them. I'd already found them. I also would see stuff from time to time just because I would have it on so that my son could watch things. And, you know, I felt that there's a better chance of finding something that's appropriate for your kid via YouTube than there is on television sometimes. We don't have cable in my house, and that's not a bad thing as far as I'm concerned. So, but here I am, kind of back to it again. You know, I had all that time off where I couldn't really do anything. I wasn't able to do anything. It gave me a chance to get back into seeing what people are doing on YouTube, and finding out that, you know, a lot of the people have kind of migrated over to Twitch when it comes to the gaming stuff. So I started paying attention to and finding people on there, and it's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. The community is still very much alive and thriving. You just got to know where to look, and there's a lot of haters out there and a lot of naysayers out there for different reasons, but when it comes down to it, even me complaining about the stuffs that they changed from 1.8 to 1.9, I'm still playing 1.9. Here I am. And don't get me wrong, some of the things that they added I still don't like. I can't tell you how many times I've put things in my alternate hand, the shield slot, but I would guess that it isn't even half a dozen. I've never used it. I've just done it to see how it works, type of thing, and that's pretty much it. I think it's just silly. That's a basic mechanic of the game that they changed. But, you know, that's kind of the problem with playing a game as long as you have. When you start out at a certain point in the game's evolution, and then the game continues to evolve after you've played the game, you're going to run into this situation. You're going to run into a situation where things are different, and either you accept it and continue to play and move on, or you don't accept it and just move on. And I'm not ready to move on. I'm not ready to move on from vanilla, and I'm not ready to move on from Minecraft, period. So a lot of people, the way that they've been combating the changes that they don't necessarily agree with or understand is to play map variations or game variations in the older versions where it's still something that they're familiar with. But there's a big problem with that for me, and that's the 1.8 update and how much it made the game run smoother. This is a situation where this is an actual thing we gotta concern ourselves with when it comes to even just playing the Sky Factory, because I believe that's 1.7. And, you know, it's fine. My computer will handle it. It's not that big of a deal. But we're getting together as a group, and I asked to make sure it was okay if my son joined, and he's just got a laptop. And laptops in general are kind of behind the times. His isn't super old or anything. It's actually fairly new. It runs video games just fine, but Minecraft is just a whole nother ball of wax when it comes to that. Minecraft does not run very well on a large majority of computers that it should. And so we run into this situation where we don't know how his computer's going to handle it. That was close. I could have been hit by a zombert. So we'll have to wait and see how that works. We'll have to see how much we can dummy up it on his laptop just to make it run smoother. I know that there's going to be some issues caused by it. We're also going to be playing on a server, so you know there's going to be some lag issues caused by that as well, and we'll address them if we need to by maybe upgrading to a little bit bigger server or something like that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to playing the game though. Looking forward to experiencing something new, and hopefully it lasts a while. You know, that was the biggest thing not complaint, but issue I had with Skyblock, because you were so limited on blocks that you could get unless you went into the Nether and went to the mainland. The game only had a very short life. You get to a certain point and it was like, alright, I feel like I've done everything. I've already used every building material that we have access to, and it's getting kind of dull and monotonous. Let's do something else. Well, I don't want to do that. I wanted to keep on playing, which is why I've played Skyblock 3 times now. I've started a map for Skyblock, and really you only need to play it once to understand, or not understand, but complete the tasks that are, you know, kind of set forth for you. But it is a fun variant. It's a very fun variant, so having more to do in that kind of concept and variant is going to be very entertaining, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Well, I'd be very curious to know what you guys think of Sky Factory, and if any of you have played it. I think it's going to be a fun experience, but I've done the basic concept I came up with for the outside of this thing, so I wanted to just grab some carrots real quick since I don't have any more beef left. All that falling from such a high elevation sure does go through the food much faster than it used to, it seems. Carrots will get me by for now, though. Not as good as steak, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and make a boat real quick, and actually I think there's already one down there. I'm almost positive there's already one down there. Let's go ahead and head down and cruise around this thing and see what it looks like. I should be done with this island pretty quick here. Not much left to do as far as landscaping and stuff. I don't tend on contouring the hillside any. I am going to take down the rest of the trees that are on here, except for that one, because that's already an oak, and those ones. And I'm just going to do oak trees. Ooh, yeah. I'm just going to do oak trees on the island. Maybe add some vinage. Definitely add some lighting, hide some lighting in there, and then do some paths and stuff. I really like that. That's looking very, very cool. Let's back up a little bit more. Yeah, that's very cool. I think I need some more bulk at the top, though. It's too flat. See how the bottom's got that little bit of a thing that comes out. I didn't do that on the top, and I think I'd need to do the exact same thing on the top. Just give it a little bit more texture. I love how the cloud level is, you know, within that. The part that bothers me about the way the clouds work is they go right through objects, and not that clouds can't go through / around objects, but it breaks them apart. You know, they don't just actually pass through stuff in real life. It's a little bit more complicated than that. I am glad we've tied in some more of the nether brick, though. With, you know, these being the way that they are here, we got nether brick elements kind of moved around. See all the enderman holes? Gotta fill all those in. Oy, so annoying. I hate endermen. Hate them, I hate them. But this should be pretty much the same all the way around. Let's go ahead and go around the island here real quick and check out this other side. Get us a little bit more of a visual. I think I'm also going to take out this little bit of island stuff right here that's really low and separated. Kind of make it stand out more as just being a singular island situation. I might even do some landscaping on some of this stuff, which now that I have TNT shouldn't be too terrible to do. I also want to get this beacon enlarged to a wider beacon. It doesn't quite encompass the entire thing, and that would be nice if it did. With where you were anywhere in there, you had the speed effects specifically, but even regen would be nice to add that to it. But it's definitely coming along. I do not know if I'm going to come back to this in the next episode. I want to show you guys some farms that I've been working on at my base, and we might do something around there. So maybe a couple episodes from now we'll see some more on this here. But I love the color tie-in, I love the shapes, and I love that the concept of being able to get creepers on the top there is not completely lost yet, which was the whole idea of this in the first place. So hope you guys are enjoying it. As usual, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget that like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I hope to see you here again for another adventure in Minecraft as I continue to create, explore, have fun, and talk about random things. I'll see you next time.